Oh man, that was a good pizza. Am I right, Daphne? Oh yeah, that's right. I wasn't even on a date. Hello everybody, this is Big Brother Tonto here, back for another episode of Cracks My Egg. And today's episode, Jarrett Lavitz suggested me to do an episode talking about seasonal rot. Now, let me just make this, let me just say this first before I go into, this topic, but this is like literally the third time on this show that I've talked about something related to like television or cartoons. Like, my god. Like, oh, there was the one video where like, actually, I'm gonna assume it's the same guy that's been suggesting me these topics. There was that one time that I talked briefly about Teen Titans Go, and then, there was that one recent episode where I talked about Cartoon Network 2 years ago, something they aren't doing now. And now I'm talking about seasonal rot. What, are you trying to maybe like the next nostalgia critic, the next Mr. Enter, stuff with Scoutfly, Phantom Strider, Veiliskabum 94, Mars Reviews, Pan Pizza, Animats, Paleostino? You're trying to maybe be like all of those guys? Well, okay, now with that rambling out of the way, I guess you kind of say that's two things that's cracking my egg right now. Just that in general, and then, you know, I mean, what I'm actually going to be talking about is not really cracking my egg as much, but I might as well just talk about what it means and what do I think about it when it comes to some shows. Now, let me just explain to all you what seasonal rot is supposed to mean. Now, seasonal rot is pretty much just a term for when a show goes on for, like, way too long and, like, it starts to get boring after a while. Like, episodes don't become, like, as entertaining to watch as they used to be. A good couple examples of these are The Simpsons, Family Guy, SpongeBob, South Park to some extent, and I'll even, like, give a few mentions of, like, some canceled shows. Dexter's Laboratory, the third and fourth season, you know, the animation style was different. Gendy Tartakovsky wasn't even involved, so, yeah, that kind of went downhill after a while. Yeah, there's that. And then I heard, the later seasons of the Powerpuff Girls, like the classic Powerpuff Girls series, weren't as good as the first 4 seasons. Ed, Edd and Eddy kind of went through the same thing, but, like, it wasn't as bad for one thing because, I think, Danny Iannucci, the show's creator, was still involved in production, so... And plus, there was Big Picture Show, man. Like, come on. The true finale for Ed, Edd and Eddy, that was, like, one of the best finales out of, like, any TV show I've ever watched. Like, it's amazing. You guys should go watch it. It's probably available for free on YouTube somewhere. But, getting back on topic with canceled shows that have kind of also suffered from seasonal rots. Some people have said the later seasons of Adventure Time were kind of like that, but, like, not as much. One that I don't think anybody really talks about, but I can kind of see, I can secretly, you know, see that being a thing. Animaniacs. Now, I know some of you are going to be in the hate comments saying, oh, Big Brother Tonto is an Animaniacs hater. No, I am not a hater of Animaniacs. It's like one of my favorite cartoons of all time. One of my favorite TV shows of all time, to be exact. But, when you hear people on YouTube talking about Animaniacs, they normally only talk about the first season, like, the first, 65 episodes of Animaniacs. And then, like, season 2, 3, 4, and 5, nobody really talks about that much when it comes to, like, episodes, jokes, adult jokes, like, anything. Like, barely anybody talks about that show when it comes to the later seasons, besides the first season, which, that was a big season. 65 episodes, oh my god. But, yeah. But I'm not saying those episodes were bad. Like, Animaniacs, like, throughout its entire run has been a pretty good show. Like, I don't think it ever went downhill, but I just kind of noticed that, like, people don't really talk about the later seasons as much as, well, the first 65 episodes, which everybody talks about to death, with, the episodes and adult references and jokes and just what makes Animaniacs good, you know? But, I think that's really all I gotta talk about with this video. I know I'm only talking about, like, cartoons in here, but, I think there is seasonal rot in live-action shows as well. The only example I can really think of, actually, it's hard to think of any examples, because I don't hate me on this, but I barely watch, like, live-action shows, so... I meant, well, any live-action shows that kind of went through the same thing? I'm trying to think. Okay, now some of you... There's probably gonna be a good chunk of you in the comments that are probably gonna be saying, oh, well, you're complaining about shows like The Simpsons and SpongeBob that have been around for TV for decades. What about Sesame Street? That's another show that's been around for a long time. Yeah, 50 years to be exact. Now, Sesame Street is a completely different story. First of all, Sesame Street is intended for preschoolers, like really young children. And, you know, generations of young children change like every couple of years, you know, like, so... I feel like Sesame Street has kind of a pass when it comes to that, because, you know, once one generation's gone, another generation will come and enjoy the show, so... Yeah, Sesame Street... Yeah, that show kind of gets a pass when it comes to that. SpongeBob, I mean, that appeals to, like, older children, and... I guess even adults to some degree with some of its jokes. But yeah, I can kind of see where the problems with SpongeBob come into play. And then Fairly Odd Parents, that's another show I forgot to mention. That kind of went through seasonal rots, especially introducing new characters to keep it fresh. Which, yeah, I stopped watching the show as soon as Poof was introduced, so... Yeah. So, other than that, I think that's all I gotta say about this seasonal rot topic. Yeah, I can kind of see why this person suggested me to talk about this. Yeah, that just kind of shows that, like, you know, shows, if they go on for a long period of time, it's, like, a lot harder to, like, make original storylines and stuff to keep your audience interested. I can understand that. But if it makes the network money, just, keep going, you know? But that's all I gotta say about this. Thank you for suggesting me this topic. It was quite an interesting one to talk about, even though this is, like, the third time I've talked about something cartoon-related. But, what I said at the beginning, that was, like, just mostly me rambling. Like, I don't care what you guys tell me to talk about, but, I don't know, it's just kind of crazy, you know? Just me talking about a lot of cartoon stuff recently. If that's the case, I might as well have to rename this show, Cracks My Cartoons. I don't know. That's probably not gonna happen, but... Yeah. That is about it for this episode of Cracks My Egg. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the next episode, whenever that's gonna be, and whatever it's gonna be about. If you have any suggestion that you want to see for any future Cracks My Egg episodes, any topics you want to hear me talk about, let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, I will see you all later. I will have to throw this away. That's yeah, just finish that pizza, and now I'm gonna have me some dessert. I don't know what it's gonna be yet, so I'll have to think about it. Maybe a Dr. Pepper float. Oh my god, that would make me so happy. Even though I'm an angry bird. Well, yeah, bye.